Yeah, anytime a feminist says, "Oh, feminism is about equality," nope, it's never been about equality. It's never been about equality, and it's just never been. So right here, I'm going to show you a clip from India, right? From Bollywood, right? Bollywood, right? A Bollywood type news, show. So three women. I don't know if they're actresses, but the male on the couch is an actor. He's I guess a famous Bollywood actor, right? He's going to shut down the whole wage gap thing that 304s have been trying to push. So they're just gonna keep pushing this shit. They're just gonna keep pushing this shit. But I like this clip specifically because I want men to realize something: how the average woman looks at the average man, and it's very interesting. It's very powerful. So let's look at the clip right here. Right. So Amir Khan here. This is a different Amir Khan. He says heroes get paid. He says basically the male actor heroes get paid more because market forces dictate the pay depending on how many people you can pull and fill theaters with. Right. That's what he's gonna bring up. While the women try to laugh him off in the beginning. Let's take a listen.
Same one. Bollywood actresses get paid the same as Bollywood actors.
In Bollywood.
Karina, do you agree with me?
Absolutely.
Rani?
There is a really I'm all there with you, Sonia, right now.
No, we're ganging up on you, Aamir.
No, please do.
The entire society has to change the way they think.
No, please do. I have a very good answer for that actually. In
fair use.
In films, the fact of the
equally in fact.
See, in films, the fact of the matter is that your fee is connected to your ability to fill the theater. Now, yes, heroines work very hard, but so do cameramen, so do the light boys on the set. All of us should be paid equally.
Everyone works comparing hard. The heroine with the light boy.
No. I'm comparing the heroine and the light boy and myself in the same. So I'm not saying heroine and light boy. I'm saying all of us are working hard. I'm working hard. So is the light boy. Why is he paid differently from me? It's not because he's a man or a woman. You're confusing the issue there. The reason why you're paid differently in cinema is because the market forces understand that you're able to bring that much money back into a film. So if I'm paid 10 rupees, it's because I can bring back that money and more. If I'm paid 5 rupees, if Rani can fill in more seats than I can, 101% she'll be paid more than me. The market forces will make sure that she gets paid more than I do. So it's got nothing to do with your sex as a female or a male. It is your ability to pull people.
Same one. Bollywood actresses get paid the same as.
So right here, man, this was very telling. I want people to pay attention. This was very telling when he brought up, look, how about the cameraman? How about the light boy? How about the people in the background? They're working hard as well. And they're just like, it's almost like they don't even count in their eyes. It's crazy. So when women start talking about, wage gaps, they're looking at like the CEOs. They're looking at the whoever, the D1 athletes, the professional. That's who they don't care about everybody else. This is why I know this might sound sexist, but this is why most women are in that to be in certain positions of power when they're calling the shots, because they're only looking at one group or segment of people which they're trying to compare themselves to, and everybody else is almost like everybody else doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like in their eyes, the cameraman, the light boy, they don't exist. The other people helping them out, they don't exist. They're just looking at the one dude that's probably getting paid more, who most likely deserves more because of his role. Because like I said, the woman that played Mary Jane in Spider-Man, she was complaining about her paycheck, and I'm like, compared to who? That's why I was like, compared to who? What do you? It was the girl that played Mary Jane in the first Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. I was like, what do you mean the paycheck compared to who? And she talking and basically it was compared to Spider-Man. I'm like, bitch, you not nigga. The movie's called Spider-Man. I was shocked. I should have done a video on that. I was befuddled. I was baffled with that news. Talking about my pay was this. I'm like, compared to who? Talking about that's comparable to Spider-Man. Nigga, the movie is called Spider-Man. They could have had any other broad in there. You're just like it. Like you're very replaceable. You are probably getting overpaid. But like I said, that's how women's brain work. It's like everybody else don't even count. They're just looking at whoever's the top dude, and they just develop a jealousy for that guy because they believe that they're just as important as he is, and they really believe that. And so they'll say, "Oh, it's a gender wage gap," and you're just like, "No, it's not." And man, I'm gonna replay this real quick.
Bollywood actors.
You know, in Bollywood,
Karina, do you agree with me?
Absolutely. But
Rani?
there is a
So of course the broads are gonna agree, and then right when he has the answer for it, watch what they do to him. Watch what most of the female audience does to him.
I'm all there with you, Sonia, right now.
No, we're ganging up on you, Aamir.
No, please do.
But
I-
You're
the
the producer
entire
saying-
society has to change the way they think.
No,
for,
please
you
do.
know,
I have a very good
cinema
answer for that, actually.
So it's an easy answer, but look how many times they kind of try to shut him down. Watch this.
In films,
You hear the audience laughter because they're making faces, and then she tries to cut him off. Watch.
fact of the,
Equally, in fact.
see, in films, the fact of the matter is that your fee is connected to your ability to fill the theater. Now, yes,
Now, watch this. With Serena Williams, right? She gets paid. I don't know if she was the highest paid tennis player in general, but she made more than most male tennis players. Way more than most male tennis players. Now, they've already shown what happens when like the rank number, they did like one of the male tennis players that was like ranked like really, really low, and they had him face her, and it wasn't even a contest. Like it wasn't even a contest. And he and Serena herself said that she can't face men. She can't, right? But she still makes more than most men. Why? Because she's the star attraction. Now, I haven't seen no men talk about, well, look, I'm ranked, I can beat Serena Williams and I'm ranked number 75 in the world, but I can beat Serena. If a man came out and said that, they'll say that man is a hater. And that is true. Now, let's reverse it. This is what women are. Women are straight up player hating on their male counterparts when it comes to this. Straight up player hating. Because there are plenty of women in professions where they get a lot of money, and even though they're not better than their male counterparts physically, but they get paid more than their male counterparts simply because of the draw, of the attraction, of their ability to bring people in the seats. That's all it is. And they don't complain about the no wage gap shit then. It's only when they do, then it's a problem. When men do, it's a problem.
yes, heroines work very hard, but so do cameramen. So do the light boys on the set.
So once he brings these people up, look at her face. Guys, she don't want to hear that shit. She's not even counting them. Do you understand what that means? So you'll have these people like with that mentality, and they're in office. These people are in places of power, and they don't even understand the dirty work of these people are actually keeping this set alive. And meanwhile, you have somebody like this that just disregard them. You don't count. You don't even count as human. You know, he brings up the cameraman, the light boys. This is very telling. This is very telling.
All of us should be paid equally. Everyone works.
They're right here. This is where then they try to put words in his mouth. Watch this here. Watch what they do here.
Comparing the heroine with the light boy.
No. I'm comparing the heroine and the light boy and myself in the same. So
You see, because these bitches don't listen. So she said, "Are you comparing the heroine to the light boy?" He said, "I'm comparing all of us together, including my." He said, you see, these 304s, they hear what they want to hear. This is why I told you guys the other day on one of my videos. You're not supposed to be arguing with women. I'm talking about you just if you have to make a point, make your point. But in terms of like, oh, I'm gonna go on a show and I'm gonna do a debate with a woman, bro. I told you the other day, you're better off going to Home Depot, buying a chair, go to the nearest wall, talk to it for 60 seconds. No, sorry, I said bang your head against a brick wall for 60 seconds while sitting down. Take a break, and then talk to the wall, and tell the wall to stop. Stop hurting me. And then do that for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is up. Set the timer. Start banging your head against the wall for another 60 seconds and rinse and repeat. Keep doing that. That you'll have better results doing that than arguing with a woman. Like you're just because they're what they're listening is like what you're trying to convey. They're not trying to hear it. They're just not trying to hear it.
I'm not saying heroine and light boy. I'm saying all of us are working hard. I'm working hard. So is the light boy.
Exactly. But in a fair world, right? We should all get paid equally, right? Right? All of us, right? But she's not thinking about the light boy. She ain't thinking about the janitors cleaning up the damn set. She's not thinking about the crew that's putting together the set that she on. She ain't thinking about that. She's just thinking about, oh, I should be getting him. I should be getting paid as him. And meanwhile, you're literally like the character that you have is the side chick, or the character you have is the heroine, right? The heroine, right, of the film. But nobody even really knows about that. And that film is about to flop, but you're still gonna get paid. They still giving you money. And that film, they know that film is about to flop. They're just trying to fill in a checkbox, a checkbox, and they still complaining because it'll be like a bitch that what's a female hero out here? I don't know. Then they mad because Miss Marvel isn't making as much as Iron Man. I'm like, it's Iron Man. Yo, it's crazy. I'm like, it's with that chick that played Mary Jane in Spider-Man complaining about her paycheck compared to Toby. That she's so out of pocket. It's
Why is he paid differently from me? It's not because he's a man or a woman.
Exactly.
You're confusing the issue there. The reason why you're paid differently in cinema is because the market forces understand that you're able to bring that much money back into a film. So if I'm paid 10 rupees, it's because I can bring back that money and more. If I'm paid 5 rupees, if Rani can fill in more seats than I can, 101% she'll be paid more than me. The market forces will make sure that she gets paid more than I do. So it's not nothing.
They already did that. They did that with Serena Williams. And I don't even think, like me personally, I don't even think they didn't even want her to be famous, in my opinion. The Williams sisters like that. I don't even think mainstream society at that time was fucking with them like that. But they still got paid more. So I don't even want to hear that shit. So it's about the draw. It's about the clicks. Who's gonna bring in more? That's all. But like I explain this, they're not. That's why I say it's almost useless to explain this to them. They're not trying to hear it. They just want what they want. Look at her. Look, she's not trying to hear it. And low-key, she's not trying to hear it too, but she's trying to put her best poker face on. And then the TV presenter girl, you can tell this bitch needs to buy some listening glasses. That's what I be telling. Yeah, bitch, you need to put some listening glasses on. That's what you need to do, because clearly she wasn't listening for her to talk about, are you comparing the heroine to the heroine to the light boy? No. These bitches, they're not trying to listen. They're not trying to listen, man.
Nothing to do with your sex as female or a male. It is your ability to pull people.
Same one, Bollywood actresses get paid.
This is why it's pointless, guys. Is right here. So you have one of the female commenters in this post. She says, "Let us know when the very good answer starts." She wasn't even listening. I'm telling you, you can't argue. Don't argue with these people online. She didn't even listen. She just literally just like blah 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 blah. But these people be allowed to vote. These people be making. They'll be in positions of power, making decisions, and people wonder why certain things is running funky. You'd be like, what's going on? She wasn't even listening. Somebody said, well, it's not for low IQ fem cells. Oh Lord. But like I said, you don't argue with those people. You know. But I saw this because when I saw this video, I was like, this is very telling. Because when he mentions the light boy, the camera crew, and these people, she was just like, the woman on the couch is just like, ugh. I'm like, it's like, this is how they think of their subordinates. I would hate to work under her if she was a supervisor. This is why you'll even hear a lot of women saying, I can't have a female boss or a female supervisor, because of that mentality that they have. They think that, oh, I'm too good for this job. I'm too good for this role. And if you have that mentality, and then you get a position of power, you're going to be prone to do messed up stuff with your position of power. If you already think, oh, I'm just too good to do this, so I'm not even going to do a good job at it. Like, oh, I'm too good to be a dishwasher at this restaurant, so I'm not even going to work as hard, or say this, I'm going to put very minimal effort into that because I feel like I'm too good for this job. People like that usually make terrible bosses. It's usually a person that's like, okay, let me just do this job the best I can. This is a simple job. Let me still do it the best I can. Or somebody that understands, okay, this job, it's clearly not for me, but I understand the nuances of the job. I know who to hire to help. I know what to do. If you have that mentality, oh, I'm just too good for this, so I'm not even going to try. people like that make terrible supervisors and bosses. But yeah, it's sad. Somebody said, why are women in spicy films get paid more than men? You know, and they'll just and then when you make that point, they'll just act like you didn't even make the point.